We're going to talk about the app called Geoboard, and here you can just see some other apps that can be used for math in elementary school. So we're going to go ahead and open up Geoboard, and immediately it takes us to our Geoboard, and we can see along the bottom a couple different colorful types of rubber bands. And starting on the bottom left, you can see the green square that's selected. I can also select the larger rectangle or the circle. I'm going to go back to the square. Following the circle, you can see a box that has the lines that are included to connect our dots. So if I select that, you can see it appears on our screen. And beside of that, once it is selected, I can also have this numbered as needed. I can turn it off if I would like to. Now let's go ahead and start messing with some of our rubber bands. You just grab a colorful rubber band and bring it to the board. I can stretch it all the way down. And then I can pull from the middle and stretch it out to make my triangle or the shape that I'm needing to make. So I'm going to go ahead and make a big triangle. If I was to select another color, again, I'm going to go from the middle. See, it tried to pull from my orange. I might have to move it out of the way. There it goes. So there goes my purple. Now that these two are overlapping each other, you notice these two icons that have appeared, or these three icons that have appeared along the bottom. First, we have these two squares on top of each other. This meant that I could copy the purple that I was already on. I can move it up and down with my finger, or I can tilt it and I can flip it around. Let's make another type of shape. There we go. Okay. So I made a copy of it, and now I can turn it as I need. With my finger, I just touched that circle and I twisted. I can flip it upside down or back and forth. If I don't want it, I just touch the trash can. So I'm going to do the same thing with this shape over here. Now that these two are overlapping each other, these two icons at the bottom with the triangle and it looks like a drop over it, and the other one is a square and a triangle with a drop over it. If I touch this, it shaded in the shape that I had selected at the moment. Also along the bottom, other than the trash can, the last two things we have over here is our pencil. The curly pencil means that I can draw any shape that I want. So if I needed to, I could count up my sides. I've got 3 sides. That you could write anything else on this board that you need to. The other pencil draws only straight lines. So I can draw a shape, or I can, and it's every time you finish the line, you have to lift your finger. And if I don't want any of these drawings, I can use this simple eraser, or I can just erase all the drawings that I made. The last thing to talk about is the math and our little calculator that we have here. So I could write something out if I needed to. 2 plus 3 equals 5. I can click done, and I can now move this anywhere on the board. When we are done, you can click this I button and it tells you a little bit more about the app that I went through. And when we're done, there's no save button on this screen. So what we can do is hold down our home button and our lock button, and the screen's going to flash white. That means it just took a picture. That way I can then go back to my photos and I can take this picture that I have. If I need to, I can maybe crop this if I want to. There's my crop. I can crop this down so that all I had was my shapes that I made. So I'm going to go ahead and crop that and select done.